everyone. Happy Tuesday. Welcome to the replay. Thanks for joining me tonight for another card. I think I've tried something similar to this in the past. It's been a while, but I kind of want to try it again because I really, when I see other examples, it's always really cute. So I want to get it right until mine comes out cute. So we're gonna try this little peekaboo. It looks like a peekaboo card to me. That's just what I'm calling it. So we'll see actually what it comes out like. I'm going to use this Every Bit of Wonderful. This is our current Operation Smile stamp set. And let me find my book. So it's 19 stamps and it is $18.95. As part of Operation Smile, $7 from the sale of each stamp set goes toward the nonprofit organization. So just a little reminder on that. I'd forgotten the price. It's $18.95 and $7 goes to Operation Smile. Okay. Let's see, what did I want to tell you? Okay, so one of the new things that I want to use today is this set of like border dies. Let me see what they're called. They're actually called Fancy Borders. And I really like this one. It's a little bit wavy, but it does have like some stitching on it as well. So I really think that adds a little bit more of a finished edge. And so I want to use that particular one. But just to show you the other ones, there's this lacy one, this heart border, this less curvy one, and then this very defined like a scallop border or a pattern scallop type of thing. I don't know what it's called. They don't have individual names, but this is the one I want to use today. I'm also using some pattern paper from the 6x6 paper pack that comes in the September stamping special. So this is kind of a lagoon paper, and then I have some cardstock as well. I've got a couple of pieces of white cardstock as well. So let me start off first by cutting the paper, and I'm going to cut it in 2 layers so that, let me tell you what I'm going to do. There's going to be part of this paper, part of the pattern paper up the top half. There'll be like a peekaboo window here and then another piece of cardstock at the bottom half. And in that break, we're going to use our stamps to color it in so that it'll have that piece there in the middle. But these pieces we're going to raise up a little bit. So it looks like, have you seen those cakes that have like a crevice broken into them, like a geode cake, and so it looks like there's crystals or something on the inside, and then it's got this layer on the outside, kind of like a little crack that has the good stuff there in the middle. That's basically what I'm trying to do. So we're gonna see if it works out. First thing I need my washi tape, because I do want to hold it in place so that when I come back to cut the other piece, I'll know right where to do it. And the reason I'm cutting 2 pieces is because I want there to be just a little bit of cardstock peeking out here to make a solid line. And I'm hoping that will do it. I'm just kind of setting it up there, and then I'll bring it back and I'll cut another one pretty much close to this. And then once I put this at the top of the card and this at the bottom of the card, whatever we've got in the middle is the amount we've got to fill in. Easy enough, right? Okay. So, whoops, there we go. That's so pretty with that stitched edging. See, so now I'll just move it back a tiny bit And I'll have like that double stitching. And I'll just cut off that extra. So line it back up. And I'm only lining it back up so that I can kind of get the best. I'm going to kind of bring it right back to where, well, actually, let me just put it right back in so I can make the most of our paper. Put that washi down to hold it in place. And then run it. And then the two ends, the two pieces should go right back together, but even if they don't, it doesn't matter because they're going to be separated on the card. So that's not really matter. But that way we don't waste any. I guess we did waste a little bit. Got that. Oh, so then that's not going to give me what I want. Okay. So I am going to have to pull it down just a little bit so that I can get some. That's not a problem. Or is it because I need to do it backwards, right? Because the way I'm putting it on, the cutting line is cutting there. So I want this way, right? Okay, which means that I guess I do have to somewhat cut into that paper, and so it wastes a little bit there. That's okay. That's what's going on. I'm like, why is it cutting off that strip? But that's exactly why it's cutting off that strip. Okay, so there we go. So now we have our two pieces. Okay. Good tip to remember is if you cut it one way, you've got to flip it around so that, because only one side has the blade. Okay, let's see here. I can go ahead and glue those two pieces together just so we know what we're working with and cut off the excess. Oh, I'm sorry. I have totally been neglecting. Who's here? Mom. Hello, Mom. Hello, Martha. Hello, Mary and Giada. Thanks, guys, for joining me today. So I'm just going to line it up so that I get that stitching on both, on this part and the pattern paper part. Can you see? Yeah, you can see that. And then I'll cut off the excess. Hey, Julie. Okay, so let's line up right about there. And I'm hoping everything about this card pans out. So I'm just gonna cut it with my scissors. So this paper, I believe I did cut it at 4 1/4. So it'll stretch from one side of the card to the other. Okay. So let's see what we've got. So I can set that down here and this piece up here. And so whatever we put in here, ta-da, is the peekaboo part. Okay. This part is too narrow to fit because if I put it there so that it hits up here, it doesn't hit down there. And that does have the width. I had actually cut it like that, which I guess I could leave and just kind of measure out. So what I'm going to do here is just make a little mark that tells me that this is my high point. So I've got to come up to here. And if I put this here, this is my low point. So I've got to come up to here. which is a little bit of work. Not a problem. Where's my scratch paper so we can stamp and ink up? And I'll be using markers today. So hello, Adhan as well. Thanks for joining me, guys. That's, hold on, I'm just kind of shoving things out of the way over here. So I know I do want this. Hold on, I'll show you the images. Okay. From the stamp set. I'm gonna want to be using that one and that one. And maybe even, you know what, let's stamp a couple of these and then fill in. We'll go from larger to smaller so that we make sure and fill in our spaces. See, because I can fill in a lot of space here. And even a lot more space there. Awesome. So over there, I'm gonna go up this way. And I'm just gonna stamp those two. So now, I need to stamp this kind of in between and maybe some smaller. So I need to mask these flowers so that I can stamp what will look like it's behind. So I'm just gonna take that ink again. Where, oh, where can I stamp? I stamp it there. Oh, I need two actually. So we're gonna have to make some masks. I didn't think about that ahead of time, or I could have cut those out. And I just need like the front of those. Like I just need a little bit of the front part of the flower. I'm gonna cut right on the black line to get the closest possible mask. I'm hoping I don't need too much. It's just gonna depend on how much overlap of flowers I'm gonna put on there. So if I put that, well, you can't see it over there. So you can put that there so that when I stamp, let's say right here or over here, I won't catch. So see, I didn't really have to cut too much out. And just do the same on this other side. So you're not getting a 20-minute video like you did yesterday. Grab yourself a drink if you need it while I cut this. Get comfortable. Because not only are we doing some masking, we're coloring in with markers, and so that always just takes a little bit of time. I didn't say you had to grab alcohol. You can surely grab tea or whatever else you like to drink. Okay. So I'm gonna put that guy there. And this guy there. Oh, I might need a little bit more cut out on this side after all. So I need to be careful of where I stamp, since I'm gonna have more of a halo over here. And I'm just gonna gently place those down. Very good, very good. I don't know where I want it. Remember, I've got to fill in. Okay. So how are we doing so far with our masks? So if we were to put that up there, that there, that's actually, okay, so we just have a little, we have a space here, a little space here, and right there. We're still going good. We can stamp that guy back in there. So now I need some masks for these two. And I'll even be able to put this down in here. And I can probably do that without actually touching the other stamps. So far so good. Oh, look at that. I already have a couple. And we are really getting our money's worth out of this scratch pad. I need to see what side. That looks like the side, okay. And the masking, I think so far is going pretty well. So I want to use probably some pinks and aquas and some gold or coral colors. That works there. And let's see. Here we go. Oh, this one. And I got those deep blend markers in yesterday. So I took some time to color in my chart so I could see all the colors that I have. Let me tell you, they are some very, very nice markers. I've got a full range of warm tones and cool tones. And I'm cutting this whole thing because I'm not sure where I'm gonna need the mask. So when you're cutting, the tip is to keep your scissors still and to move your paper. So it does seem to work easier for me. A little bit more control that way. Okay. Whew. Okay. Back to, there's that mask, and then there's that mask. That mask should be, oh, right there. Okay. This was up here. This was here. So we're gonna stamp it right in there, I believe. Okay. So this is where it can get tricky because we've got those masks. I've got to be sure that when I fill in, that I stamp nice and hard to get that impression to go all the way. Ink it up again and hit. Kind of just rocking a little bit. Oh, there we go. See, now that little mask may have been moved up too much, and so we didn't get that, but I think in the overall scheme you won't notice it. And then we said we could get this one in without hitting anybody else. So we'll go there. And let's see how we're measuring up so far. This is gonna go there, and we know that this piece needs to go until we hit that mark. And this one will go here. So I can stamp one more time here and a little something even on the sides. I think though that I want to fill in with a little bit of a leaf. See, I can just put in a little bit there, there, and even in there. So that's what I'm gonna do. Kind of want to just make sure that it's kind of in a good flowing direction. There we go. You know what? Maybe I can cover up this light part that didn't exactly stamp so well. And kind of want to get one in there, but I don't know if it's necessary. Let's see if we put that there. Nope. Nope. Just trying to find where it matches up. It should match up. Goodness. Hold on, I'm close. I'm close. Right there. Right there. Okay. So I kind of just want to... I can't turn my arm enough, it seems. There we go. There we go. Stop. Stop, stop, stop. Okay. Let's color this in, and then we can start putting things together, and we'll see where we're at. Close up this ink. Still good. Okay. So here's my chart. I've filled in way more browns. I've got some more blues to add in, some more reds, just way more shades of all the colors. And should give me, you know, the cool and the warm tones that I've been looking for. So I think I definitely want to come in maybe with this blue turquoise shades to kind of go with that. And then I do like this magenta. Oh, but this pale pink shades looks good too. So let's try the blue turquoise shades and the pale pink shades. Blue turquoise. I'm gonna need a green for some of those leaves. So let me go with, no, I think I still like the dull green blend for that. And then I'm gonna want some yellows. Let's do the light yellow blend. Blue, pink, yellow, green. Are we good there? Maybe a little bit of, let's try that. Okay. So let's start with the easiest things. Let's start with the leaves, because that'll make me feel more accomplished. Once I color those in, I'll feel like, it's not so intimidating now to come back to the flowers. So that's kind of how I choose where to start, with the least intimidating part first. And you know what? I think like this baby's breath, I can come back and do it with a little bit of blue. This is just greenery. Leaves. Leaves over here. That baby's breath there. Okay, so far so good. We're just filling in the easy parts. Oh, another leaf here. Nearly bumped my head. Give some darker green. We'll blend that in. Oh, now we'll go to the medium. Oh. Blend that in. Okay. Just blending in a little bit on the green parts just to give us some extra color. Okay. Let's see. I want to do that little baby's breath and like a blue. So let me get true blue. And I'm just gonna use the lightest color just to like dot in. See, it's not even that much, but it does give us a little blue tint. And these roses, you know what? I'm gonna come back and get the what is the coral? The coral shades look really nice, but I think the coral blend is gonna be the one for us. I'm just gonna do the medium just for these little flowers that are out here. Nothing too major. Any other little ones that we need to be, okay, now. Just adding a little color. Okay, now we can color in this big guy. Who am I missing? Oh, Miss Finley. Hello, ma'am. And hello, Miss Deanna and Miss Jessica. Sorry, you guys. I start going and then I forget to look up at the screen to say hi to everybody. So, sorry. But I'm glad to have you here. And for anybody who's watching me on the replay, when you watch me on the replay, please make a comment and let me know that you're coming in after the live show. I do appreciate it, and I want to know that you're coming in as well, because I can see the live people, but I can't see the replay people. I do want to thank my friend Rhonda. She's been sharing my lives, or she's been sharing my videos. I don't know if it's during the live portion or afterwards. But I really appreciate that. That's a whole new group of friends that get to see what I'm doing and hopefully are interested in learning more about stamping and card making and scrapbooking and close to my heart and all of that. So I'd love to have new people. More color on those back petals. I'm gonna come back through and just blend it all. Good. Whew. I want to color, switch over to the yellow and color these guys. Do I have another little yellow one over here? Oh, look, there's a little green leaf, or should be a green leaf. So I definitely need to get into the turquoisey color because this guy's gonna tie it in with our pattern paper. Just a little bit intimidated because that's too dark. Start on the light side. Oh, because I don't have any room. We've already made it this far. I can't start again. I know. Flowers are not blue like this, but it's paper and it can be any color we want. This is some strong color. Phew. We may have gone too bold, but we will survive. We'll tone it down with the blender. Maybe that will lighten it up for us. It does kind of give it a more matte look because when it's wet like this, it looks shiny. So what I'm gonna do, oh, I think that part right there should probably be turquoise as well. I'm going to see the blue turquoise blend. Blue turquoise blend probably would have been a better. I'm gonna take the blender and I'm gonna just lighten that up. Basically, I'm taking color away. And you'll see it start to lighten up. It's like a Clorox bleach pen. And I'm only doing it to these front petals. Oh, you know what, we might do, because the back petals probably would be darker. I'm gonna I don't know how much we can actually take off, but I do like that effect. It totally looks just like you took the color off. Like a bleached effect, like an ombre. Pretty cool. Very, very cool. Let me lift that up so you can see. As you can see, it made the coloring without us having to do any blending. I might try that with this side, with this pink one too. I won't do as much because I did do shading on this one, so there's no need to use as much blending pen. And it's called a blending pen, but actually, look, it doesn't pick it up. It just somehow bleaches it. Okay, so then I'm gonna go to the light blue for this other one, so that we still keeping in our aquas and our turquoisey colors, but I'm not overwhelming it like I did with this dark guy. And I'm not missing anybody, right? Everybody's here. So I don't think that the cards are necessarily supposed to be quick. I think they're supposed to be relaxing to create. That is definitely in the eye of the beholder. I don't know. If you're sitting down at your desk and you're creating, that's totally gonna be relaxing for you. So then it doesn't matter how long each card takes, because you're having fun. But if you're not having fun, then it doesn't matter how long it takes you or how short it takes you. So that's good. That gives us 2 blue flowers. What was this? Pale pink shades? I feel like I should go to the coral blend. Oh, I already did coral. See, here's a coral blend. If I go to the coral shades, compared to the pale pink shades, that's going to be completely different orange, but this does offset the blues. What the heck? Coral shades it is. And if it ends up being too dark, then we can always just give it the same treatment, right? I mean, we will just use the blender on it, and that looks really, really good next to the blue. You know, I've never gone back to rewatch the videos. Number one, I don't want to listen to my own voice. But number two, I don't know if like the lighting is good when I see it on my iPad, everything looks fine. So I really do count on y'all to let me know if I need to do something to make it better. I really do rely on y'all to give me your feedback. So I'm trying to keep my head out of the frame. Y'all, there are people that just sit and color, and they are amazing to watch. And I feel like y'all are watching me color into a coloring book. But it's gonna end up, should end up, nice and bright. That was on the light side. So now we're gonna give some shading. And then we're gonna take it away with the blender so that it kind of has the same treatment as the blue guys. Probably could have gone a medium on this. Ooh, you know what? After that blender dries, and it really does give a really, really cool bleached out effect. This is cool. And then by leaving that dark petal in the back, I think that works too. Ooh, I'm super happy with this. Very, very happy. Okay, I'm just gonna erase those little pencil marks so we don't want them to show. Excuse me. Come on. That one's a little bit darker than I intended it. Okay. We're gonna have to figure out where I don't even have a sentiment. Okay. If this were there, this would go all the way up to there. Okay, there we go. Now these I'm gonna put on foam tape because I want them to have some dimension compared to this part that's peeking out. So don't freak out if I use a lot. I'm gonna have to figure out a sentiment though. That part I did not think about ahead of time. Okay, I do have a little bit of card sticking out, so I can come back through and just clip that off. Clean that up. This right here is bothering me. I need to see the top of this thing. Oh my gosh. Y'all are gonna love this card. super excited. Super, super excited, y'all. I can already see it coming out much better than I intended. Don't you love that? Where you're like, oh, you know, I'll do something. It should come out fine. And then you're like, whoa. As my mom would say, I amazed myself today. Oh, thank you, Jessica. Oh. Sorry. I'm clicking too many things there. Okay, so this has to go all the way down. Y'all, the dimension, just having that break, you can't see. But it creates a depth that is just like, wow. Super, super cute. Oh my gosh, I don't even know how I'm going to add a sentiment on there. What in the world do I add? Okay. So we could do that, which we should have done a whole long time ago. You're every bit of wonderful. See, but if I stamp it on, I should have done it a long time ago. And now I'm going to mess it up. If I stamp it right in there, it'll... I'm afraid. Okay. Hold on. I'm thinking we're gonna save it, and then we're gonna make it work. If I find us. Okay. If I press it in there, I should be able to get it. There's enough give here that I'll be able to get a flat surface. Come on. This is really just all that work. I don't want to mess it up. Okay. I'm going to get my Lagoon ink. And we're going to stamp it right in there. That feels like I can get it to stamp without hitting any bumps. Say a prayer. Okay. Before I do that, let me just kind of stamp it onto this green to see if it makes a big enough impact or if we're going to have to do it in black. I think that should work. Say a little prayer. Whew. Now. Stamp it. Okay. Let's we get one shot. 1, 2, 3. Yes, we made it. Woo! That was a close one. That was a really close one, guys. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Let's get some shimmer in here. My gosh. Like, my heart rate is up. Honestly. Like, I was so afraid to mess that up. Okay. So, lesson learned. We need to think about our sentiment ahead of time. No big deal. No big deal. Let's see. I'm looking to see if there's any gems that we can add. To see. Hello, Karen. Thank you. Thank you. Let me see. Let me see. I've got some iridescent sequins. Oh, that'll be pretty. There we go. Come on. That's all the gems I'm going to add to it though, because I think that now that we have sequins, it'd be weird to add gems. Okay, I'm gonna leave it. Oh, I was gonna say, what happened? That one's a lost cause. Oh my gosh, there you go, guys. What do you think? It looks really, really cute in person. This little just piece is so much depth. So you can see, obviously, the height. Well, nobody's gonna look at it from the side. I'm like, oh, maybe I don't like, maybe that's not clean enough. Look, I can clean off a little bit off there. See, because we don't want it to, we want it as clean as possible. There we go. There we go. Clean, no overhang, bright and shiny. Whew, that was worth the time though. That was totally worth it. Okay. That's it for tonight, guys. Whew. Oh, thank you, Martha. Thank you, Karen. I appreciate y'all being here and cheering for me. That really makes me feel good and definitely makes me want to just create some more. So, I guess that's it. Thank you so much, guys. We'll see y'all tomorrow night. Have a really great evening and a good day at work tomorrow. And we'll see you tomorrow night. Bye-bye.